every time. So why do you care?
Test, test, mic, mic, 1, 2. 1, 2.
Oh,
I seen them yesterday, and I was like,
no,
don't.
punctuation and language is different than spelling. Spelling and speaking correctly are two different.
That's the only one that I'm like,
The you are versus the yeah.
or like a couple times, okay, whatever. Always type of thing. I don't.
I just
I don't think I can take you seriously.
voice dictate everything now.
Okay.
I just am like, okay, I'll see you guys there.
Appreciate it.
Send.
My lazy daughter does that, and she accidentally. Hey Riley, I miss you. I want to F you, love you. Somehow in that message, and so I'm like calling Riley's mom. Going, I don't know what happened. I'm sorry.
Well, I don't know if it's just a
Do you like my like positivity?
Will actually not do.
Read this one.
I have a girlfriend who does that, and she'll be like, "Oh well, duck," and I'm like,
I love that.
You just can't like
won't
read
do
it.
The F word
So when you read it, you're like, oh.
It'll
Aha.
stars it. Yeah.
Mhm.
You have to see that. We are rare, and we have to stick together.
Yeah.
And it's funny because you can kind of see each other. You're like, you're probably an Android person. Ah, they're like, yeah.
Yeah.
I liked you. All about it.
Yeah.
I should start
Me too.
hiring people based on being.
Tori, Tim. Mine started out as a company phone. I just got it.
That's exactly what happened to my wife. Yeah.
Was this sign in? Yeah. Hi. Good morning.
That's not very
Dealing
convincing,
with
Candy.
clients.
I'm fine.
I am super freaking awesome right now.
Okay, good.
Oh. All set up here, girl. You need any help?
I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Hey,
Thank you.
you are so welcome. I have the iPhone,
I know.
but I have to have.
We were just talking. Gaming when we were younger. Phone every year.
Can't believe it.
Thought I'd have to come down here and say. Last one.
Yeah. I did in January.
That was a different Ignite though, wasn't it? All right, y'all.
Peace out, Girl
Peace
Scout.
out.
Kelsey. I work on Grady Real Estate. And I'm pretty much in the office all day long, all week long. So if you guys ever want to come, please do. I've been at Keller Williams since 2015. Licensed real estate agent. Thanks, Blake. I worked with Carrie Wersch. He hired me as her admin in 2015. Honed my skills and branding and media. Carrie. That was a huge change for all of us. And I really had to get good at marketing somehow. And I feel like ads became a really big thing. Targeted ad houses and realtor. Brand yourself. So that's not entirely what this session is about, but I just any of that kind of stuff, you guys can always just wanted to start.
I did the class yesterday online and Lindsay, a lot of time at the board. So I spent a lot of time with my.
Oh,
And somebody just chimed in that they can't.
I'm so sorry. Can you hear me? Oh, I don't think it's on. Can you hear me now?
Change that. Whatever you just said.
Can you hear me? I'm sorry, Amanda. Totally forgot people were coming in.
What would be easier?
Okay, she can hear me.
What if you just put one?
I'm gonna give you this one. I'm gonna do this one. Because then we can get it directional. You can go like.
Oh God, that's so
I know
intimidating.
it's intimidating.
Okay, can you hear me? So sorry.
That should-
Okay, awesome. Sorry, Amanda, and anyone else who's listening. Thank you. What was your name?
I'm Erin.
Erin, thank you for bringing that to my attention. Amanda, I just wanted to say that I'm Kelsey Waters. I work on Grady Real Estate. I've been here since 2015. I'm a licensed real estate agent, but I have a load of experience from admin, open houses, showing partner, writing contracts, contract to close, marketing. I've done it all. So if you ever have any questions, feel free to reach out to me or come see me in the office. I'm upstairs in Grady Real Estate. So that's just what I was telling everybody. Okay, awesome. Oh gosh, come on. I do love people. So like, I don't take myself very seriously. You can't in this industry. Like it's a people business. If you take yourself seriously, it's not gonna work. All right. So, has everybody been in command? Has everyone made a singular design in command at least?
No.
Not yet.
haven't
Okay.
done anything with command,
Okay,
really,
not
except
yet.
Put contacts in there.
Okay, great. Yeah, to get paid. Okay, cool. Well, I will probably, the second half is basically, this is very cut and dry, this presentation, and I want you guys to actually get something out of it. So I'm gonna kind of briefly just go over the first section, just kind of getting your brains, I don't know, thinking about what marketing is as a whole. So what I want to do is just, if you guys want to go around the room, I'll start in the back. No, that's okay.
Jackie?
Yeah. Oh my gosh, welcome, Jackie. 5 weeks in. How are you liking it?
I've been here for 6 months.
Okay.
Stayed the first 2 months.
Yeah, it's a little frigid, isn't it? Well, welcome. Nice to meet you, Jackie. Hi, Katie. Okay, great. What do you do for work? Oh, excellent. Great. I think I've seen you upstairs around. Cool. Yeah, nice to officially meet you. And Erin?
I'm Erin.
Yeah, get it.
Figuring it out.
Excellent. Welcome. Nice to meet you. And ma'am?
I am. I'm independent. I've been doing this for like.
Okay, awesome, Candy. Nice to meet you. Right here? Excellent. She jumped right in.
Yes.
Welcome. Nice to meet you. June. Awesome. So a lot of early birds get into this class. That's a lot of dedication, you guys. I'm sorry, did I cut you off? Okay. He's like, I don't want to talk anymore. It's fine. I don't either, so everyone else can just talk for me. Amanda, how long have you been here? If you want to send it in the chat. Almost a year. Awesome. Well, I hope that you have found a lot of training here at Keller Williams. So I'm glad to hear. A whole year. Woohoo, she's still in it and she's training. Okay. Nicole asked me to do this. Basically, how I'm going to start this is what the difference is between marketing and prospecting, and kind of leave that open to discussion right now. So what do you guys think the difference is? So what do you think prospecting is versus marketing? Prospecting. Let's focus on that. Actively looking, door knocking. What do you think? Yep, absolutely. Yeah, so prospecting is definitely anything that's like active right now. What's going to generate your business from the kickstart? And then marketing is the complete opposite of that. So it's time over money spent over time, you know, so it's going to pay out in the long run. So what are a couple examples of marketing? Okay, Facebook ads, billboards for sure, mailers, anything commercial for sure. Do you guys follow Michelle Cantrell group at Murney? They do a lot of commercial marketing. So they're all over the radio. They've got billboards. She does the Barbara Corcoran hi, from Shark Tank. So she's got an endorsement from Barbara. So that's very a commercial angle to take. But she's done that for 3 years now. And I think she's just now starting to see those wheels turn from her efforts there. Hi, what's your name?
Angelica.
Angelica, hi, I'm Kelsey. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
How long have you been here?
I've been 6 months.
Excellent. Welcome and thank you for coming. We've got Amanda. Amanda's chilling. I'm not forgetting about you, by the way. So we were just discussing the difference between prospecting and marketing. And the primary difference is prospecting, it's an immediate return on your time spent. So door knocking, open houses, you're standing in the grocery line, you're like, hey, I'm Kelsey, I'm in real estate. Did you know that? Oh, I couldn't help but overhear your grandmother is thinking about selling her home. That is prospecting. And then marketing is time spent or time and money spent over a long period of time. So farming, Facebook ad campaigns, things that take money and time to really generate a return on your what you put into it for your business. So I was supposed to spend 15 minutes on that, but I think everybody's pretty good on that. Is there anything right out of the gates that you guys want to talk about? I would say page 4, there's this really, do you guys have like a little handout? So page 4, there's this deep dive marketing kind of chart, and it kind of breaks down the differences between prospecting, marketing, and then what are a couple examples of both. Are there any that you guys are implementing into your business right now? That's the way Adam Grady built his business, was open houses in 2004. Oh, here, I've got an extra copy. Huh? Sorry, it's a little crooked, but it's the printer's fault, not me. What else? What else are you guys doing in your business? Excellent. Circle prospects. So do you use like a dialer or? Excellent. And so when you're circle prospecting, are you calling, what are a couple angles that you're taking?
That's how I picked.
Yeah. So what?
I really had a lot of luck with it. Like, I don't like circle prospecting. I'd 100% rather do open houses. But
Hey, good for you. And maybe over time, you can see there's not a return for the time put in, and maybe you say, hey, Mark Stewart, more time spent in open houses is gonna make a higher return because I'm better face to face.
he does start to go that way with me because he's like, no, Katie, there's 4 strong legs of lead generation.
He's not wrong.
He's not wrong.
Yeah, it will make you a better agent.
So I'm gonna keep doing it.
Excellent. Anyone else doing anything else off the chart? Prospecting, marketing, maybe a little bit of both? Are you- Oh, you're buying leads? Okay. Okay. What about any community events? Are you guys involved? Networking? Yeah,
I do a lot of
perfect. Where do you volunteer at?
Well, I started with, I'm on.
Oh,
to-
perfect.
you know, that-
Yeah.
And I also talk to all of the teachers.
Yes, you do.
And then the Greater Springfield Board of Realtors, with their community outreach committee, and then the
Yes.
but they do a ton of network events just to get you in front. Hours every quarter, which is.
Can't beat
fun to
that.
Hang out with other agents.
That's absolutely true.
who have it too.
That's true. That's awesome. I'm so proud of you. That sounds like you've got a,
It's sort of laying the groundwork. I haven't gotten anything back. Well, that's not true. I just got. So,
you're top of mind.
but it's starting to pay off, but
Way to go.
I do a lot of work.
Hey. But that's definitely the prospecting your brand, right? So people want to work with people that they like. Erin, very likable. I mean, you can tell right off the bat. She's very involved with her community. She's giving back to PTA when other parents see that and they're like, well, she's like us. Oh, and she's willing to go the extra mile and give back to the school. I want to work with somebody like that. So that's an excellent way to get your brand, which is your business, out into the public. So that would be a great example of prospecting. Yeah, sure.
GS
Love that. And more Keller Williams agents being involved with the board, the better. Couldn't agree more. All right. Well, do you guys have any questions about this? Yeah, I would just say whatever you find that's working, whatever the best bang for your buck might be, it differs for every area for sure. I've gotten really good at, because of COVID and stuff, I'm really noticing a lot of relocation. I mean, you came from California, right? Not Colorado, California. So Redfin actually has this really great migration tool. Have you guys heard about this? I'll text it out to the internal page after this, so everybody can see it. But this migration tool, you can actually put in Springfield, Missouri for your destination city, and then you leave like from city open-ended, and you calculate, and it tells you the top like 50 places that people are relocating from to Springfield, Missouri. And this is solely based on Redfin data, right? So it's not fully accurate, but I mean, they have millions upon millions of users every single month. So I think it's got a pretty good judge. So what I've gotten really good at in the last 6 months is pulling data for kind of the harder houses to sell, and retargeting those ads through command is what I'm using, the command ads, and just picking the city to a 50-mile radius, and then just throwing interests into it just to target the people. So if it's like a gated community, so say it's like an $8,000 house, park, and I don't think that's gated, but say it's gated, you can throw that in there, and then you can also throw personal finance and maybe luxury vehicle. So it's really targeting those people for the higher end dollar amount in that city. So say like Seattle, Washington. And we're finding some good return on that. So yeah, I was like, I can totally just like skip all this and just show you guys how to do all that.
A lot of this is sort of.
Is
So, 'cause
okay. Okay, cool. Well,
so don't stress about
yeah,
it, in my opinion.
I'm just like, and I want this to be valuable to you guys. So, I guess, yeah, marketing mastermind. Let's just start here. Yeah, how do you know where your customer is, and how do you meet them there? How do you think? You were out prospecting. How would you know where the customer is, and how would you meet them there? Yeah, like knowing your market, knowing your numbers. If they were just, I don't know, you overheard them say, "Oh man, I can't believe like house prices are on the rise." And you're like, actually, year over year, inventory is at 0.2% of where it was last year, or something like that. Just knowing what your numbers are in order to kind of have an edge in the conversation. Again, it goes back to scripting, but that's just what my take is on that. Do you guys have another answer? Or
I'm just gonna share. Marketing to me, a lot. Yeah, because I would meet people, I would chit chat with them. They're like, "Oh, my grandma has a caregiver," and find out.
yeah.
Like, I'm like, "Oh, I know your mom, or your grandma, or whatever it was." So that's how I like to do it.
Absolutely.
You know.
Transparency is so key in this industry. You can't be fake. Just be real. And again, it goes back to people want to work with people that they like. I love that. You're just like a fresh
I'm hoping
breath
that
of fresh
shows
air.
up here.
Yeah, that would be ideal for sure. So that's another great example of knowing your customer and meeting them there. Okay, so how do you communicate your value proposition when you guys are prospecting? So your value proposition, why? Why choose you?
I don't have much of a social media foot. Not natural for me to go on. I don't like to take, I don't like pictures of myself.
You and I are very similar.
I don't just, I'd rather take a photo of someone else or something. I don't know how to tell somebody, hey, I'm honest, I've got integrity, I can do the work, I'm hard, you know, like without it sounding
Yeah.
stupid
Cliche, gimmicky.
or like very salesy.
salesy. Yes.
So if I can get somebody face to face and sit down and talk with them, then they'll be like, oh yeah, she's just like me. She does dumbass
Yeah.
or whatever, but
Yeah, she's
I-
real. Yeah. So communicating your value proposition, this is really big for our team. Ready Real Estate, we have 19 people. That's really hard to explain what our value is. You know, a lot of times, you know, individual agents are like, oh, it's a big team, like lost in the translation, lost in communication. But communication is actually our biggest thing. Like that's what we focus on all the time. So I think it's just coming at an angle of, you know, what are buyers wanting and what are sellers wanting? And here is your solution. So, hey guys, it's Erin. I just wanted to tell you, like, I'm having a great day here at the office. And I know I don't get on here very often, but I just really wanted to reach out to you guys and just say, I'm in real estate and I don't like getting on video very often, but I just had this really great experience with my buyer. They just had such a great closing. And, you know, I worked with Josh Duda at Flat Branch and he was just so amazing. And then I went to this title company and they were great. And I just wanted to share that experience with you guys. End video.
Shout out to
And that's a cross marketing opportunity as well. You can tag them, they'll share it most likely. And it also shows your personality, you're transparent to your audience. And that's all people want is transparency. So I would just take it as an angle of sharing a memory or sharing an experience you just had versus, hey, I'm in real estate. You should choose me every single time because I'm honest and I'm going to work hard for you. It's not you. So don't come at it that way. Come at it as a contribution. So it's more just showing and telling what you do every single day instead of typing it, you know? Hey, I'm just walking through this house. It's got this really amazing window that I've never seen before. I don't know, like just like random things. It shows your personality. It shows your spunk. It shows that you're willing to just do what it takes. You know what I mean? Shows that you're technology savvy because you're doing a video, you know, all sorts of angles that you can take on that. So, right. Yeah.
I'm just being honest. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I shouldn't have said that. Totally was like super. Oh my gosh, this is the greatest video. She just gave me.
They don't perceive you the
They
way
don't
that you.
perceive you the way.
Yeah. Wow, you're gonna just, maybe that'll be my tagline.
I couldn't agree more for what's happening over there in the corner. And that goes on to the second point here. How can you come from contribution and connect in a meaningful way? And so to tailspin off of that, hey guys, I'm here at Sammy's Window, which is a foster care system. They tag along with a couple other community. But, you know, hey guys, I'm here. I just dropped off 20 bags of diapers, and there's kind of a shortage right now. I'm just asking you guys for help just to keep them in mind. They're also taking cash donations as well. They're located at 123 Main Street. Quick little community shout outs, tag them, they'll cross promote it because they love that. I mean, everybody wants to be seen and heard, right? So coming from contribution, just always be thinking about your community. You know, Springfield, well, Greene County as a whole is a very philanthropic focused community. So if you can't get involved with GSBOR, I mean, just keep your eyes peeled. They're everywhere. You can get involved everywhere, I feel like. Do you guys have any other examples of how you can come from contribution and connect in a meaningful way? Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. They do an awesome job. All right.
So, I was talking to somebody and I said, everybody, someone's gonna help me fill out a contract.
Yes, they are.
And they have, so.
Awesome. Oh, I love that. And you did mention, you know, testimonials. I hate that he just put you in front of a camera and was like, go.
No,
Um,
I had to do it on my iPhone. So I was in my
Oh.
office and I'm like, oh, redo that one. Oh, redo that one.
At least you had a little bit of control.
So I did.
But that would be another great way. We actually had a client yesterday. Do you guys know Melinda Love? She works for Grady Real Estate. She was at a final walkthrough with this relocation buyer from Colorado yesterday, and she was so excited. And Melinda actually got her her story on video, and so we put that on our page today because it's just she's so sweet. You know, she got a new job and she wanted to like provide for her husband and, you know, so he could be comfortable here and relocating. And it's just such a great story. And it's getting back to the point of why we do what we do in real estate. It's for the people. It's for the biggest investment of their life. And we want to make sure that they're taken care of. You know, it's not sales. It's truly a passion to make sure that we're counselors. We got to make sure they're okay. Our kids get to the closing table. So sharing stories like that, you know, even if you can't get your client's story on camera, tell it for them with their permission, of course. Say, hey, do you mind? I won't use your actual name, but do you mind if I say my client recently? Those are so powerful because again, it comes around to like who you are as a person. It shows that you care. It shows that you're doing it all for the right reason. So your integrity and your honesty is there. Your ethics and your hard work is there. So it's just coming at it from a different way, for sure. So, all right. So how important do you think branding and aesthetic consistency is in your market, and how achieve it? Branding yourself. Absolutely. Can't change it up. Consistency is key. I mean, people buy a house, what the average is 5 to 7 years. If you change your brand, if you're not consistent, they're never going to remember who you are. They can't remember a name, but they can remember a brand. So just always be thinking about that. All right. So how should you follow up with the leads generated from your marketing? Yeah, the fortune's in the follow-up, right? And it goes back to consistency. It goes back to branding. Make sure they're on a drip campaign, email, monthly email. Do you guys use the command monthly newsletters? Oh my gosh, you guys, they're amazing. I just got one. I have myself on one for my neighborhood, and it's the monthly market update, I think is what it's called. I haven't actually looked at it in a long time, but it drips every month. And you can just throw them on there. If you meet them at an open house, throw them in command, throw them on the smart plan, tag their address or the neighborhood that they were at the open house. Tag that neighborhood. It'll show up every single month and it's interactive. So when it comes into their inbox, they can actually click on it, open it, see all the houses that are for sale, pending, and I think recently closed. And then they can add their own neighborhoods. And then you're alerted in command that they've updated their profile. And then from there, you can follow up again. But it's branded to you, your name, whatever logo you have attached. So they're always seeing your brand. That's a really good way to stay ahead of it. And I can totally bring that up because now it's designs in command and you guys have all done that and I'm not going to do that. Is that okay, Amanda? Have you done designs in command? I don't want to just skip that over and bypass that. Okay, I'm going to do a demo of designs. It's weird talking to a mic and then like, okay, she's done several. Great, great work. All right. So whenever load. I move 1,000 miles a minute, so I apologize. If I'm ever going too fast, guys, just let me know. I'm a little wild. All right. So let's just use from the get-go. So when you log into command, it usually goes on your home screen and then on the left-hand side, just drag over to designs. When you click that, this is what shows up. So we'll just the design. If you're getting ready to send an email, social, print, video, this is where you would choose it. And we'll just go ahead and do social since that's the most regularly used graphic option. And we'll make I don't know, what do you guys want to make? Make like a open house flyer. Woohoo. For buyer or listings. All right, so go to listings on the right-hand side. There's all sorts of options here. Luxury, leadership, I think that's more for like Rachel Lusk and Nicole. Business basics, if you wanted to do business card, email signature. Social branding, like the header of your Facebook business page. Come in here and do a Facebook cover and choose any one of these and like throw your headshot into it or throw a really beautiful picture of a house in it, save it and upload it onto your business page header. But we will go back to listings and open house. Okay. Oh, it's done, you guys. Yeah. And I can stay later and show you guys too. I also use Canva. Are you guys familiar with Canva? Canva is bomb.com, you guys. It's similar to Command. I would say Command is similar to Canva. Canva is very user-friendly. There is a free version, so you don't have to pay for it. Very user-friendly. There's tutorials all over YouTube and within canva.com. Create a free profile, fiddle around with that. They have tons of templates. They even have like a listing presentation and buyer presentation in Canva that looks different than this one. So if you want to maybe look a little bit different than every other new agent at Keller Williams worldwide, you can go into canva.com and yes. So you download it? Yeah, so here. You could, yeah. I would say it's only editable in Canva if you were to edit and move things around Canva, but you can save it in any kind of format, just like Command. And then Command, everything's editable in there. Yeah. But I'll just actually search real quick. I wonder if it'll make me log in. I'm used to this computer. I have a touch screen and I touch all the time. I'm like, it's not working. Okay, so look at this. I wish I could make this bigger, but I'll just click a couple here and then I'll click present so you guys can kind of see what it looks like. Look at that. How nice does that look? And I did that in 2 seconds. Oh, there we go. Look at that. And another fun thing is you can actually save this as a video. That video, you can put that in an email. And then it's all animated and it looks super cool and you look really tech savvy. But yes, you can edit any of these and I would be more than happy to go through and show you guys that. And I can teach another class on it, honestly, if people want that. It's so easy.
I heard like you can edit it. I like this little piece. It came out really good, but then the other one's like, and how do you put together?
I should. I'll
Even different
I'll ask Nicole.
pictures, like that. And I really like, yeah.
I use Canva all the time, you guys. I actually hardly use designs, but there are times where I get kind of tired of what I've done in Canva and I'm like, I need something new and refreshing and something that's mega Keller Williams branded. I'll go into designs and I'll go from there. So, okay, so open house. Let's just do a flyer. So click flyers. And how about we choose just the second one? So click use. Sorry, Amanda, if we got a little scattered there on Canva, but I hope that was useful to you. Look at my pretty agents. Okay, so open house flyer. So you needed to change out this logo here for our Greater Springfield logo. You would just click it and automatically what I have already pre-filled I've already uploaded all my logos and stuff. But if they weren't there, then you would actually just come to images and click add. And then from there you can, click this and it opens wherever you have your Keller Williams logo saved. You can find it there and upload it. I already have them uploaded, so I will. And if you're just replacing the image, you would just hit this little recycle button and hit replace. And voila, there we are. I need this to go away. And then if you wanted to change out the image and put a different image, which these are all the same, let's just say this is another really pretty picture of a house. Just hit recycle again and it'll exchange it out for you. Same with any of the images below. And then up at the text, this is where like it gets a little finicky for me because I'm like, okay, let's double click and let's backspace. Oh no, what just happened? You have to be a little bit careful whenever you're double clicking and trying to edit. Click it and then come up here to typewriter, this black and white little box. Click that and in there, put your text. I would just best practice, just do that because you'll get really frustrated if you try to double click and backspace, it'll delete it every time. It's really frustrating. So best practice. You know how you get used to a keyboard and then all the tiny little letters are not as spaced out. Okay. So save changes, it'll be right there. I'm not sure why it has a new typeface now. But if you did want to change the font, you would come here and change your font. So that applies to any text box. So let's just go ahead and change this text box to something that's a little bit more easy to read, bolder. Let's widen it out just a little bit. And do you see how this is kind of spaced? You can come up here to spacing. And you can do letter spacing, which moves all the letters out, which is kind of fun for a more like modern look. If you're doing a really nice sleek header, you want it to be like, oh. You can stretch the letters out. Word spacing, that's space to space between each word. And then line spacing is like bullet points, but without the bullet points, you know, so just elongates what you're trying to say. So I play around with that, you know, when I have some free time or whatever, zhuzh a little flyer up, if you will. But yeah, that's kind of the basics on that. Do you have any questions on how to kind of switch things out, upload? Good, pretty straightforward. Okay, cool. Amanda, do you have any questions? No questions. Okay, cool. Whenever you're ready, you just hit download, and then whatever format you need it, you can come here and switch that out. JPEG is a small file size, PNG, higher resolution. If there's animation, I don't know how to add animation to command because I've never played around with that, but that's not something that we can't easily probably figure out. I'm sure Dan probably knows how to. But PDF for printing, and then you would just click download. And then from there, you can print it once you have the saved PDF, wherever you save it to. Any questions on designs? No? Do you guys want to maybe look at like a targeted ad campaign? Cool. All right, so then you just, this little cheerleader megaphone here is for campaigns, which I think is a super funny icon to have. He was thinking on that one. All right, so paid ads. Come to paid ads at the top, create campaign. And then from here, you're gonna go to a social paid campaign. We're gonna enter it. I'm just gonna do it tonight. And so what's your main objective for this? So let's say we are going, the example from earlier, $800,000 luxury house in Springfield, Missouri, gated community, sits on not very much land. So it's tight, kind of a hard sell. Maybe it's not updated on the inside. Kitchen maybe needs new appliances, let's say. There's not a pool. We're gonna advertise the listing. And we're gonna enter it across Facebook and across Instagram, not having to double do things. And I think it says okay, or publish or something. Hit the bottom right button to continue. And then from there, I think it's the logo that pops up. Okay, so from here, we're gonna choose which listing, and 5 Eden Moore, we just listed this one, but I think it's under contract right now. But I'm gonna go all status. If it doesn't populate just from your listings, you can do all listings, all status, which is showing 1 million with the search of 865 Eden Moore. But Tyler Schmidt is an agent on Grady Real Estate, so I know that this is the one. Oh, nope, that's the past one. The one with Adam Grady is the one that. Select that one. So find the listing that you want, select it. It's going to automatically pull the information for you. So the marketing remarks and all the pictures. So you don't have to upload those at all. One-stop shop. Look at that. All right. So this Ignite training there, this is for like your eyes only. So that's just what you see whenever you log back into your command. So no one will see that you labeled it Ignite training. Text is kind of the first thing that you want to deep dive in. So this is really what you're selling. So this is the ad itself, right? So you want it to have a hook, you want it to be captivating, intriguing. So if I'm doing a relocation ad to people in Seattle where it's raining constantly and, you know, they've got mountains and beaches and really cool hipster shops and fish markets and all that cool stuff. Why do they want to live in Springfield, Missouri? Like, you really got to think about that for a second. So I would just say, oh, this house is actually modern amenities in private gated community. It's really not, but let's just say it is. It's Village of Wicklow. It's not gated. Guys, I can't even type today. Modern amenities and private gated community. How about updated? No. What would you say? Fully updated. But think in the light of a relocation buyer from Seattle moving to Springfield is what I'm saying. Oh yeah. Yeah. We're going to target this ad to people relocating from Seattle to Springfield.
Talk about the weather.
Moody. Fully updated private gated community with hearing you regular, let's say with no neighbors behind. Fully updated home in private gated community. It's a corner lot. I'm trying to think. Let's say it's on a quiet cul-de-sac. You will love sack. Stop it, I love it. Luxury country living with love living on this large corner lot located on a quiet cul-de-sac. Worthless.
I recently sold my.
Atmosphere.
The neighborhood they talked about.
What does that have to do with living?
They had overprices. Like if you're going to purchase a home.
Tons of neighborhood. Luxury living within minutes to the sitting with tons of neighborhood amenities. You will love living in on this large corner lot located on a quiet cul-de-sac. So we've got luxury, we've got amenities, neighborhood, large, quiet, large, luxury, neighborhood. So, you know, people are taking care of their lawns. There's probably kids. And so it's really stirring up all these like emotions, right? So that's really what you want your ad to be focused on. What are you really selling here? It's why do you want to live in this house? I don't care it's got 3 bedrooms. They'll figure that out. I don't care it's got great curb appeal. They have a picture. They can see that. You have to really tell the story about the house, especially for relocation ads. Or any ads in general, really. You gotta sell it. You gotta sell the story. Why did the people, the sellers now, the homeowners, like they're living there for a reason. Figure that out and then target your ads based on their story. I mean, if they have a great story, use it. So just be thinking about that. So I'll get there. Yeah, I'll get there. I'll do this one all the way through without pressing go. Adam would be real mad at me. So headline, usually right here, we actually just put call and then our number. I cannot type to show. And then I put like a little like emoji just to like capture the attention because they're already clicking on it. So I just want our number out there. If they're not planning on clicking it, I want them to know the number so they can just text or call it regardless. And we have a high traction on that. I think our click rate is, I'd have to go back and look, but I do some ads in here and I do still do some ads like in the back end of actual Facebook, which takes way longer, might I add. Like those take like 15 minutes if you're going through the back end of Facebook. It's like thing after thing after thing after thing. It's very repetitive. You have to upload all your own media and text and stuff. This is very user friendly and very easy to use. So everything with a red asterisk you have to fill out. So right here you can use a suggestion. You could be coming home to this. It's just a little blurb right under your header. There's other suggestions as well. You can filter them through, but I just chose that one. Click save when you are done. Media, so this is the images that you want to use. If you do have a video, you can come here, drag and drop your video. So say you got maybe some drone work done on maybe your house, you know, along a river. You probably had like a cute little 20-second video that you wanted to upload that showcased the setting. You can put that up here. Or you can just click images, add more. It pulls automatically through the KWLS system. So all the images are there for you. Load, then you can click them when you see the images come up. But I would do like 3 really amazing pictures, like 3 very captivating. I maybe do one of the front, maybe one of the kitchen, or maybe it's the master bathroom. You know, maybe that's where the sellers put all their money and they really want to highlight that. Maybe it's the garden in the backyard. Who knows? Or the pool. We're going to randomly pick this one without knowing what it is. Usually it populates all the images. But that's where you would add it and let's just another picture. It's the exact same, but don't do that. Pick 2 more that are different. So from here, you'd crop it. I always go square because wherever it's going to show up on a cell phone, this is going to be the best way it's going to look across all boards. So just kind of center it where you think it looks the best. If I had another picture of like the large corner lot, maybe I would move it all the way over and get like a nice side angle of it. So it's up to you, whatever you think looks the best, whatever you think is going to showcase the house the best. And then over here, you can kind of switch between, this is like the carousel is what they call it. So more than one image, they call a carousel. And it looks like on your phone. what the Instagram story would look like. And it's a carousel as well. So if you're ever curious, you could do that. And then we need to add our logo because it's branded to us and I don't have a logo to if that'll work. Just to show you guys where it'll show up. And here you can choose which direction you want the logo to be placed. If you have a preference, you can change it. There's no rhyme or reason to this. It doesn't matter which side, but just make sure you have the logo on there for compliance reasons. All right, so Facebook and Instagram, just select which page that you want it to have the ad sponsored through, branded to, in other words. We have our expansion partner in Joplin, so this is Eric's page, or I can do Greta Real Estate page. So it just depends which avenue you want to take. Instagram, you can put it on the feed. So what that is, that's the scroll feed when you get on Instagram. Instagram story is obviously just like Facebook story. I would say feed. You can choose either or. There's no an option for both. Yeah, I like feed just because 10 days ago, the CEO of Instagram just announced that Instagram is not a photo sharing platform anymore. It is all for business and for paid ads. And they're going to be, the algorithm is just going to be pushing content that you think you want to see now. So it's going to be way more commercialized. It's going to suck for people who just use Instagram because they love it. But with that being said, knowing that, I think putting it in your feed is going to be a little bit more beneficial for you just because they're going to be pushing content to people. So say they've been on Zillow and, Instagram and Facebook are going to pull your information and follow you to the Instagram platform. They're going to be showing you houses. And it's more likely that your ad is going to be shown to them if they've already been on Zillow, if they've already been on realtor.com. They know that you're looking at houses. So they're going to push that information to you. Does that make sense? Okay. So that's kind of my theory on that. But I don't think there's a wrong answer if you choose story or feed. Yeah.
Super basic.
Yes.
Instagram. So when
Mhm.
I can only,
Yes.
whereas if she posts, I
Yes.
can see it 10 days.
Yes. So yeah, your feed is your grid. So that's on your profile. You'd be
Right.
posting onto your profile.
You want it on.
So this is a sponsorship. So this isn't sticking anywhere.
Oh, okay.
Yep. It's a paid sponsorship.
Got it.
Yep. So it's not actually being posted anywhere. Yep.
Okay.
Like, hey, I'm flying in the sky. Here I am. I'm a paid sponsor. Yeah, that's how it acts. Okay. So Facebook lead generation form, do you guys know what that is? Yeah. So whenever you're on Facebook and it's like learn more and you're like, ooh, click, and it's like your name, your last name, your email, and your telephone number. It'll auto pull on Facebook whatever you have entered into your profile. It'll automatically pull it, and all they have to do is hit submit in order to get the information for this house. So it's a really easy way to capture their information, and it goes into your command, and you're alerted, and then you can call them. Hey, you just clicked on this really amazing house. Are you living in Seattle right now? Are you thinking about relocating to Springfield? Oh, wow. Yeah. I've just been clicking around. Like I didn't know what I was. Okay. Well, let's really hone in on what you're looking for. Right. And then from there, the world is. So that's what a Facebook lead generation form is. And that's what it does. If you just wanted to promote your website, promote your brand, you can do this exact same campaign for Seattle, knowing that there's relocation clients coming this way, and just brand yourself. So maybe it's a 10-second video of you and you're just like, hey, I just had 4 really great closings this week with relocation buyers. I would love to work with you too. My name's Erin. Click below for more information about me. And it's just a site or a landing page and it goes directly to your website. And it's not capturing their information. It's not doing anything. It's just a brand campaign for yourself. That's another way you can use this. It depends. When we get towards the bottom, you can actually adjust your budget and all sorts of stuff like that. Yeah. But that's the difference. It's whether they're actually capturing their information or if you're just like, oh, it's a freebie. Like here, just click the website. You actually get it. They are great. That's correct. But
a lot of times I'll be like, hey.
yes, absolutely. So yeah. And again, just, it depends on how you want it for sure. Button label, you can switch it out, sign up, contact us, apply now. I keep it at learn more when it's listings. If you were to brand yourself, maybe contact now or contact us. Sign up and apply now. I would never really use it. And then here, this is where you would drop the website link or the landing page to the property. You would put it here. You can also create in your consumer app, you know, the KW websites, you can create a landing page specifically for this listing or whatever listing that you're trying to market. And then link that landing page to here. Kind of just streamlined. And your brand looks. Do you have any last minute questions before you go?
No, yeah, I would like how you do all these
Yeah.
things, you know, like, it looks pretty simple, and I know you have to just invest a lot of time.
Yeah.
and-
Well, thanks for coming. Is this useful for you guys?
Yeah.
Oh, good. I'm like, I hope I'm not just talking in circles up here. I can do more classes on targeted ads and Canva and all that stuff.
Sounds easy enough. And
Yes.
following along, being like, oh yeah, I can. It's just a matter of knowing what the landing page is and where the things are actually going to go.
Yes.
all of that.
How it works.
How it actually works versus somebody being like, it's so easy, just go.
Wait, what? Well, this is recorded, so hopefully they can, I don't know, shoot it out to you guys. And then this is where we would use our custom. So after you put your link in or link it to your landing page, you can use custom settings. And you can either target your database, which is a really cool option. I know this is a relocation specified ad, but you can target your database. So say you have a really great event coming up and you wanted to promote that you are hosting something with an animal shelter. You're like, hey, I'll be here on this date from this time to this time. And you can sponsor an ad to your database. Because we have like a partnership with Facebook, so it'll show up on their Facebook. But the only sticky thing is command glitches a lot right now. So I don't know if that fully works yet. So don't take my word for it. So target a custom audience. This is how we would switch which location we are going to. And I would just write Seattle. Wait to load. Click it. And then the highest radius you can go is 50. So I just blow it out of the water. I go 50. All right, so now that we have our location, I like to add interests. So the 3 that I always use, mandatory, always. Doesn't matter where I'm targeting. I always target to people who have an interest in Zillow, which means they're looking at houses, homes.com. Realtor.com. And make sure in all of these, you're not choosing see it's Realtor Pro or Realtor.com. Realtor Pro is obviously the paid real estate agent interest, so don't choose that one. We don't want to target agents. Realtor.com, homes.com, Zillow.com. I even do Trulia.com unless they took it off. Oh, did they? Yeah, because they paid for it, so, or they own it now. Oh, okay, so it is still separate. The Premier Agent, don't click that, because again, that is a real estate agent paid interest. So don't click that. All right, so I like to get those 4 in there immediately, because those are the people who are online looking at homes. You know they have an interest in it right away. Because it's a luxury listing and it's a relocation, we're gonna also put gated. And gated community comes up. I'm also gonna put finance, because typically, what do you find with people in finance? They like to invest because they know money really well. So I do finance and personal finance. And I don't know if that took. Anyway, there's a button at the bottom where I can't click it that says save. So you would save it. Yeah, I can't click it. So save it, and then all your interests would then show up right there. And if you accidentally clicked something you didn't want, just go back in and uncheck it. No big deal. And then you click save. It's not gonna let me save because I haven't filled out this link. Save. Oh my gosh. There we go. Okay. So now that's done. Now we will go to lead settings. This is something that's new, and definitely another class on this as well. But you can auto tag people that come in to, like, say they click learn more, you captured their information, you can then throw an auto tag on them. And you can tag them as Facebook ad or Seattle, Washington relo. Just so if you're searching in your contacts, it's easy to find, you can understand where they came from. So compartmentalizing an organization. So that's a great tool to use. And then you can auto assign to a smart plan. So if you capture their email, maybe you want to throw them on like an 8-week drip. It brands you, it keeps you top of mind. Again, it's, going straight to their inbox, but you can choose what smart, you can create a new smart plan. Maybe it's not every day, once a month, maybe once a week. Tweak it however you like it. Yeah, that's a whole nother class though, but that's a really fun new tool that they just added. And then duration and budget is here. So when do you want to start it? Tomorrow. When do you want to end it? Month. You do have to have $1 a day for whatever platform you're doing. So if you're doing just Facebook and we have 37 days going, you need to at least pay $37 to get a good traction, to get the most bang for your buck. And then if you do it also on Instagram, 37 times 2. Yeah, so I would just say that's kind of a rule of thumb. I distribute evenly across 2 channels. I have personally just found that this works best for leads. We've just captured more leads better this way. I have done a couple where it's automatic placements, which that just means Facebook decides wherever it goes, Instagram decides wherever it goes. Like maybe 80% of your ads on Instagram and 20% on Facebook. When you distribute evenly, it's just like, hey, here it is, and I'm here to play and get leads. So that's just kind of a small difference. So yeah, do you guys have any questions besides probably 100? Otherwise, was this helpful? Oh gosh, no, okay. I think, yeah, everything else in Ignite is basically campaigns in Command, creating material using designs in Command, make a social post, make a paid ad, which I went over. Do you want me to show you quickly like how to, I don't know, do you want to see anything else real quick, or do you want me to just get with Nicole and Daniel and see what we can come up with for some design training? Okay,
Daniel does the
yes,
very often
yes.
Tuesdays, but
Mhm. Correct.
so that you.
Okay, awesome. Well, I'll get with Nicole and I'll teach a couple design classes between Canva and Command just to have options for you guys. Awesome. Is there anything else that you guys can think of? Okay, well, I hope I'm glad it was helpful. I feel like I just talked in circles.
I like it better when you guys like just do your this, that.
Yeah, it's actually, this is really nice when you
Oh,
can say,
good.
this is what works for me and this is how I do it versus this is what works for me. Here is a packet of information.
Okay, good. Yeah, Nicole was like, oh, just follow along. And I was reading this last night and I was like, I don't know how helpful this is.
Well, I caught one. It's a really good buyer packet for. I forgot this other document.
Just small things that the exams don't teach you, you know?
Right, but he got very sidetracked, but I thought it was really helpful.
Yeah. Yeah. You got a whole Keller Williams office as your team.
I know, but like when you're physically doing it, you know, you don't want to
Yeah.
look like a ding dong.
Yeah. I have no, with open houses, have you used any QR codes? Haven't? So I'm thinking about this now. Open houses, so everyone's so used to scanning menus at restaurants right now that at open houses, we're finding success with, we have a laminate flyer of the house, but we're like, here, just scan it. And when they scan it, and this could be a whole nother, I've made a command landing page for our KW website that goes to our command landing page. It has the information of the house, but at the very, very top, it has, please sign in. And it just auto fills their name because it's their phone. It just fills their information in and they just hit like submit just to sign in. And then it's all right there. Like all the information for the house is right there at the fingertips. And at the very bottom, it's branded to your face and your information. So that's another like fun thing that we've been like, oh my gosh, people are actually using that. Okay. Okay. Yep. And it's branded to you, which is the best part. That's correct. Yep. Hey, everyone hates it, right? Yeah. I hate it. I wonder if we can I wonder if I can get with Dan and see if we can't do something like that. But I think for right now, it's just a block, like a widget that you just put in that you can't really edit the questions. It's like, you can, yeah. I just use like a free website, but I can totally, I can totally teach you guys that. 100%. Yeah, I'll walk my booty upstairs and give it Nicole right away and just like put some things on the calendar for you guys. Is there anything else like marketing wise that you guys think could be incorporated into the Yeah, your app, I was gonna say, you have to have something tangible for them to scan, or,
Cards with the QR code on the back.
yeah. And it takes them to their website or their Facebook page. Yeah, but yeah, you can have like you can save an image of a QR code that, look at that, yeah. Yeah, exactly,
The QR code on the back.
exactly. See?
Now,
You can. Yeah.
this is after we chit chatted about my. I guess I could go here. Yeah, that's fine, but I don't.
Yeah,
Right.
that's true.
It's after we're BFFs in
Yeah.
15 minutes.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, you can take that either going to your app, you can change it going to your website, you can change it, you can go it to your Facebook. I mean, you can have multiple QR codes. And you can change the what the format of it. So one can be a circle, so you can remember, oh, the circle one's my Facebook one, or the squares one my. Yes.
And you're.
Guys got it figured out. Yep. It's very user friendly, right? Yeah. Yeah.
This is the kind of information that we need about, like, buying leads and calling. That's something that you're never.
Yeah.
I. This is extremely helpful to be like, now the ball is in your court. Here is.
Here are
what
the
you need.
tools.
Here's the,
Absolutely.
like, learning how to do that.
Yeah.
My mind just doesn't.
Heyo, pandemic life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
That's what made me,
Yeah.
I mean, it was,
It's so true.
yeah.
And I love it. I'm always just like, oh, I'm so pumped that this is here. Like I can look at all the pictures and yeah.
Wanna be my Judy day?
Yeah, you go to a restaurant.
Sticky cheese.
Like, yeah, you're like, oh, good.
Yeah, you're like, what else do they not clean around here? So yeah, a lot of good in a lot of ways. And the best part is it makes you look super tech savvy.
Yeah, like you're with the time.
You are with the times. QR codes. Amanda, do you have any last minute questions? I'm not sure if she's still on or not. Oh, there's 6 people? Have I just been solely talking to Amanda? I'm so sorry.
Going to Market Center.
Oh, okay.
Like there's reception, there's the recording, and then there's like admin or something.
You're welcome. All right, I'm going to end the meeting for all you guys. I hope this was helpful, and I'm going to get with Nicole at the front desk and Dan and see what we can't come up with for some more just training, just like meat and potatoes of designs, ads, open house, things to know, little tidbits. So stay tuned for all that good stuff, you guys. Have a good day.